everybody, this is Tim Nenninger coming to you from the Producer's Cave of Art of the Song, Creativity Radio, and the Standing O Project. I'm here to tell you about our guest this week, who is John Herington. Now, if you are a fan of the electric guitar and anything you can play on the electric guitar, you'll really enjoy our show this week. John Herington, he was probably best known as the lead guitarist and sideman for Donald Fagen in Steely Dan. He's also played with Boz Scaggs, Bette Midler, and the Dukes of September, which is the supergroup with Boz Scaggs, Michael McDonald, and Donald Fagen. But John has actually been a singer-songwriter and a band member and a lead guitarist for decades now in the New York City bar scene. So he is quite the master at his electric guitar. And we sat down with him in his Soho studio in New York City to talk with him about his most recent CD called Time on My Hands. And it was an interesting conversation because John actually said in this CD he really wanted to focus in on the electric guitar. He wanted to really put that in the forefront. So much so that he actually wrote some of the songs were written around the actual lick. He came up with the lick first for the song and then built the whole song around it. And he really just wanted to, he kind of feels like the electric guitar is not given enough focus or enough spotlight, I guess, if you will, in today's recorded music. You know, they kind of a lot of times they won't even have a lead guitar solo in it. So he wanted to focus his album in on that, and boy, he really does. I mean, it's a fantastic album to start off with. You can hear some of the influences of Steely Dan, of Boz Scaggs, and some of the other people he's played with. But this is music that is uniquely and truly his own. He flips from, you know, like a little bit of blues to some really good, good old-fashioned rock and roll to jazz. And as Viv liked to put it in the interview, she says that he leaves no fret unturned. And you can actually even see, like, he has some lead guitar solos that go like the length of 3 verses in some of his songs, which anymore these days you really don't see that. You don't find that in recorded music anymore. So it's a fascinating interview, and boy, and he's just a great person. He's just so level-headed, so kind, so nice. Just a wonderful person to sit down and have a conversation with. I think one of my favorite parts of the whole interview is at the very end when we ask him about if he has any advice for musicians or new singer-songwriters or whatever, or I guess anybody that's creative, really. And his advice is to insist on fun, because he says if it's not fun, it's probably not good for you. And it's interesting how he pulled in that when he was learning how to play guitar, it was a lot of work, but he wanted to do the work. You know, he had a drive and a desire to actually do the work. And so, you know, like you can label fun in different ways, but you know, I like that advice. It's got to be fun, you know, it's got to be something that you really want to do. And if you really want to do it, you're going to do the work to get it done. So, yeah, so I invite you to tune in. If you have Art of the Song on air someplace in your area, tune in this week and listen to John Herington. And if not, just go over to the Standing O Project, and his show is on the front page of the Standing O Project. So tune in this week and enjoy a little bit of time and some music with John Herington. All right. Hope you have a good week, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.